Hi, this is Craig Delge with ProLike here. I'm really excited for this video. I'm going to take you on a tour of the manufacturing facility for Mystery Ranch in Bozeman, Montana. We're going to get a chance to meet several people involved with the company, learn about its history, and go over some of their products.
Hi, my name is Ben Noble. We're here at Mystery Ranch Backpacks in Bozeman, Montana. And we'll talk a little bit about the mountain line, which actually has the most rooted history in this company. In 1975, Dana moved to Bozeman. He started out making backpacks, tents, some sleeping bags, gaiters under the brand name Clutterworks. And Clutterworks survived from 1975 till about 1981, in which case the company fizzled out and Dana went on to go do a few other specialty products in the camera business under a company called Mojo Systems, and then another one called Quest, which some of you may have heard of from back in the 80s, early 80s. And then the big breakthrough really came when he and Renee, his business partner at the time, started a new company called Dana Design. And Dana Design was really the pinnacle backpack technology and backpack customer base really in the 80s and 90s. Most people traveling overseas in the big ranges around the world, a lot of ski patrollers, backpack community in the 80s and 90s. If you needed a bag that was supposed to do its job to the best of its ability, the Dana Design was the one to have. And the two that really were most pinnacle, I'd say, would be the Terraplane, which some of you probably own, have owned, still own, and the Bomb Pack. Those were two really iconic Dana Design products that really started a lot of the modern architecture for how we design and build products today. Dana Design was sold in 1995 to K2 Corporation, of which Dana then continued to work for a few years until decided that he wanted to go on his own venture again. And he and Renee then decided that a new backpack company was in the works. They decided that in Bozeman was their home base. They wanted to bring back some of the American manufacturing that they had done with Dana Design. They wanted a new lease on things, and so they started a new company called Mystery Ranch. And here we are today. So historically, Dana Design, Mystery Ranch have really focused on load carriage, and we've put a lot of effort into development of frame systems that not only work with the human, but work with the load on your back. And we call it active framing. We've developed frame systems that can be incorporated into various uses throughout the world. The mountain line really focuses on load carriage, comfort, and durability, and also giving the user the option to adjust the harnessing depending on whatever mission you may be on. So to give you a quick example, we started in the load carriage business with a frame system called the Arc Flex, which was a Dana Design product. And basically the idea was to offer the user framing on your body and framing on the bag itself, so that you don't feel as though you're just strapping the thing to your back. So basically what you'll see here, and you see it in some of the military projects, a lot of the hunting projects, and even fire, is that we have independent framing on the body and independent framing on the bag, offering the user great flexibility, great range of motion, yet making sure that the bag itself has enough rigidity to sustain a load upwards of 60, 80, 100 pounds, depending on whatever that mission is. You'll see some of the old architecture pushed into the modern day Mystery Ranch line. Dana Design became famous for the long torpedo pockets on the front, which you'll see throughout a lot of the hunting, military, and mountain line. The 3-zip access, which you'll see on a lot of day packs. We also incorporate into some full expedition bags, for example, giving the user a full center zip all the way down to access the entire capacity of the bag. So everything at Mystery Ranch here is backed by 100% lifetime guarantee. We're actually in the repair department right now. We do a full warranty on any products for manufacturer's defect, and anything that's just been abused to death, we will repair for a pretty minimal fee. It's pretty rad to see a lot of products come back, especially if they've been overseas, whether it be on a mission or on the fire line, and usually come end of the season, the fire season, this entire building smells like smoke. We've got a lot of our fire repairs come in at the end of the year.
Andrew here with Mr. Ranch Backpacks, the National Sales Manager for hunting. Here at Mr. Ranch, we design and manufacture the best load-bearing equipment in the world. We're pretty devoted to developing products based for the mission. What that means for us is that we're actually finding a specific user type or an application and building the product from the ground up for that specific application for all those user types that can carry over. A lot of things we do here are different than most companies. One of the things that's allowed us to have design prowess is our fabric selection. Starting from the ground up, going from 500D Cordura, which is a tighter weave than anyone else has been able to get from Cordura because of our long-lasting relationship, going to frame stays, going to closed cell foam and open cell foam for dual purposes, our adjustable torso system, as well as our customizable waist belt, allows you to have a truly customized system right out of the box. Throw it on, size it up, and it's going to be more comfortable than most other packs out there in the market.
So one of the things we do here at Mystery Ranch, and we like to think we do it very well, is build fire packs for wildland firefighters. I'm Brian Ty. I manage and run most of what we do in fire, sales primarily. And behind me you see an example of some of our flagship fire packs. Mystery Ranch has been in the fire game for about 10 years now, almost a decade, and we've now become pretty much the go-to pack for the hardest users out there, which is definitely a point of pride for us to hang our hat on. What makes a fire pack unique is that it's a lumbar design, and this is both cultural and ergonomically important, because as a firefighter you are bending over and digging for most of the day while also hiking and moving and being rather athletic, doing a lot of different things. The lower riding lumbar design allows you to essentially have a lower center of gravity while you're bent over and digging and performing that kind of work. What we've done as a company is introduce a lot of backpacking technologies and outdoor industry technologies into an industrial application of a fire pack. You see, we've got very good foams and plastics and structure throughout a lot of our pack. We have our patented Futura yoke design, which you'll find across all of our packs in every product line. And what that's done is really take fire packs from something that was hanging off your frame and was quite hard on the body into something that's a lot more comfortable. When you get into industrial packs, we call them mission packs, industrial packs, professional packs are all terms we use. You start to come across a very specific set of equipment and gear. One of the things that is the most unique about fire packs is they have to be designed around and carry a fire shelter, which is this thing right here. Now, this is a worst case scenario item in the field. It weighs 6 to 8 pounds depending upon the size you need. Now, this is a challenge. It's not something that's often used, but it is a big block of dense weight that needs to be immediately accessible at a moment's notice. So it's a real design challenge for us. It is a fine line, because you can put as much structure as you want into something and it will carry better. But the question is, can you still continue to do the work with a very structured, rigid object on your back? So it's a fine line. Can you bend over and dig? Can you pick up a piece of brush? Can you operate a chainsaw? Can you run a hose lay? Can you move through the woods, steep hills, through bushes? All of these things that a firefighter encounters in the field, you have to still be able to perform that job while carrying a large amount of weight.
Hi, my name is Ken Worms. I'm the Director of Government Programs here at Mystery Ranch. My job is generally I run the mission side of things. Mystery Ranch is split up into two sides, a recreational side and a mission side. The mission side consists of wildland firefighting and military. Military has generally been my focus for the last 3 or 4 years. We have a very long and storied background with the military, mainly in SOCOM. We've been heavy in SOCOM since 2006, in 2008 when SOCOM has issued 4 packs, and 3 of those 4 packs are Mystery Ranch packs. We're really proud of that. On the mission side, we feel like we have a obligation to our end user. We don't look at the market and say what is the margin or the price point we need to build this to. We look at the user's needs and we build using the best quality ingredients and materials that we can possibly use, and then we set the price from there.
I want to take a moment to thank Mystery Ranch for allowing me to make that video. I had a really good time meeting everybody. This is the first time I've done a video like this, so hopefully you enjoyed watching it and we'll share it with others. There are a lot of details to get into, covering the engineering that goes into these packs that allow them to carry these extreme loads. They're telling me stories of people carrying over 150 pounds in these packs. So I'm going to do a video on the Mystery Ranch Metcalf pack. I picked one up while I was down there. When I reviewed down jackets and down sleeping bags, I talk about warmth to weight ratio. This pack has the best load carrying to weight ratio of anything I've heard of. So I want to dive into it in more depth and really go into the frame system and the belt system and explore how they do such a great job carrying such extreme loads. As always, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and stay tuned to a product review video of the Mystery Ranch Metcalf.